Hello everyone, I hope you're having a great day today, and in this video we're going to be diving into an interesting topic about the peak and downfall of different YouTubers. I've been noticing a trend that a lot of YouTubers that I enjoy watching and I think are really good, there are points when they just have awesome videos that get a lot of views, but usually things start going downhill after that. The first example that I'm going to bring up is Dude Perfect. Now, if you're familiar with the Dude Perfect YouTube channel, they've been doing it since 2009, I think, and it's for a long time they were just making some really great videos. They were definitely growing. They were definitely just one of the classic YouTube channels. And people just liked watching them because of all their crazy trick shots, challenges, and stereotypes, comedy series, a lot of new things that they brought to the table. And I would say they peaked in views from about like 2016 to 2019. Before then, their growth was still like really healthy. But as soon as 2020 happened, COVID just kind of rolled around, they just started to get a lot less views on some of their videos. They were getting probably like 15, 20 million views on average, which is pretty bad for their standards. They were at like 2019, they were at like 52 million subscribers, and since then they still haven't even made it to 60 million subscribers at the time of recording this, which is crazy to think about. Mr. Beast has surpassed them and doubled the amount of subscribers they have. And I'll probably mention Mr. Beast multiple different points in this video because somehow he's always relevant. But within the last year, maybe, it's good for them now to get 20 million views on a video, maybe even 10, because usually they don't get more than probably 15 million. I'm trying to think. The last few months, I would say they usually get probably at least 5 million, but not quite 10. They still usually make the trending list, so it's not like they're not very popular. It's just by their previous standards, they're just definitely going downhill. And they announced, I think it was already a year ago, that they were going to do kind of a theme park thing, Dude Perfect Land, and there still hasn't been an update on that. I feel like if they did do that, that could possibly be their only hope to be popular again, but more likely than not, it would be what just made them lose all of their money. Because I feel like they finally just got kind of old for a lot of people, and a lot of people that watched them when they were kids have already grown up now because they've been YouTubers for so long. Even when they do new things, there's no novelty to the fact that they're doing new things, because it's not new for them to do new things. Another YouTuber that should probably be mentioned is PewDiePie, who for a long time was the most famous YouTuber, and he's basically famous for being famous. But why was he famous in the first place? Well, that was because he'd been doing YouTube for over a decade, and he was really one of the pioneers of YouTube. A lot of his videos is just him like gaming or sitting at a desk, which just a lot of people do now, but just because he was one of the original people to do that. And he was also the first person to hit 50 million, I believe, and probably back in like 2015, 2016, that time period. And also, I believe also the first to reach 100 million. And now he's still at 111 million, which he hasn't grown much recently. And he usually gets like a couple million to maybe 5 million views on his videos, which he doesn't post as much either, which is still good. But for having over 100 million subscribers, it's really not that great. Another person that should probably be brought up, Ninja. He's obviously most famous for playing Fortnite, and when that game first came out, he was basically the most famous person to play it, and he was more popular on Twitch, but he also has a YouTube channel, which he switched to that full time. But he used to have a really cool gaming room, which you don't see really anymore. I'm not sure what happened to that. And he's also lost subscribers, actually. Like, I don't think any of the other people I mentioned in this video have lost subscribers, but he's gone down in subscriber counts, because I remember when he had like 24.5 million, and he's gone down to like 23.7 million. He's lost like almost 1 million subscribers. But he also changed his profile picture to his face instead of his cool logo, and he changed it a couple times. He usually gets like around a couple 100,000 views on his videos, which for having that many subscribers really isn't that good. He's another person I feel like is just more famous just for being famous, but not as many people actually watch him anymore. There are more gaming channels like that. I know Ali A was a popular Fortnite YouTuber, which I believe he still is, but I feel like his videos have kind of dropped in quality, where the main target is really to appeal to younger kids that are around 7 or 8 years old. Speaking of YouTubers like that, another one I want to bring up is Preston, which a lot of you are probably familiar with. He was actually in the second Sonic movie for like 5 seconds, which is kind of cool. But anyways, he started off with the TBNR Frags channel, and it was a gaming channel. And I've seen some of his older stuff. He's definitely done some decent videos, just a pretty good YouTuber. And he peaked kind of a few years ago in views. But in that sense, he isn't doing as good as he has been. More importantly, I feel like he's significantly dropped quality-wise, where the main target audience for his videos is just younger children, and it's just kind of cringy. He does a lot of the same videos over and over again. It feels like there's some like 100 layers of something, or eat one color of food for 24 hours challenge. And Mr. Beast, who I already mentioned a couple times, he does a lot of similar videos, like comparing the prices of different vacations or different planes, or last to take their hands off, last to leave challenge, all that kind of stuff. But he finds a way to make it entertaining, because there's a point in one of his videos where he rented the Eiffel Tower, and it's about just a couple minutes. If any other YouTuber coughed enough money up to do that, that would be their entire video. It would be significantly longer than the actual entire Mr. Beast video. Like, I know one YouTuber made half an hour long video of him building a fish tank. People's attention spans just really aren't that long anymore, so that stuff just doesn't work. And I know a lot of these YouTubers have actually been gaining more views and more recognition from YouTube Shorts, which is definitely a good way to reach out to different audiences. Final YouTuber I wanted to mention, and this one really actually hurts, because this was like one of my favorite YouTubers. I'm sure a lot of you are familiar with him. The Odd Ones Out. His videos back from like 6 or 7 years ago about him working at Subway and just all that kind of stuff. They were just so wholesome, but just entertaining at the same time. And I know he mentioned before he didn't like in his older videos how he didn't use backgrounds all the time, but I was fine with that. Like, I thought that was really cool, because he used to make all the videos by himself, and that was just what was so wholesome about them, and they were also entertaining. And now he has a whole production team, and he doesn't even upload monthly anymore. At the time I'm recording this, he hasn't uploaded in 2 months. Now, of course, another thing to consider is the last like year or two he has been posting some shorts, which kind of got some views, but he definitely peaked in like 2016 through 18, I would say. I would probably say on average he probably gets roughly like 3 to 8 million views on his videos. So he used to be getting at least like 10, 20 million views, and for the time period I was talking about, it was like 50 million views at least a video. So technically speaking, his production quality is better with the team, but it kind of sucks out the joy of it, just because his simpler videos were just more entertaining. He was even able to like pull off an awesome reaction video. Before the video ends, I do want to talk about Mr. Beast one more time. I was kind of thinking, I was wondering when he's going to peak, because he's still growing and probably getting like 5 million subscribers every video, which is weird when you think about it, because like if that happened to anyone else, it would be such a big deal, but for him, you don't even notice the difference. He'll probably get pretty close to 200 million, which is just crazy just to think about it, because he was just, like, it was a big deal when he hit 100 million, and now he passed PewDiePie. I think he is the most subscribed channel other than T-Series right now, which is an organization, so he's technically the most popular independent influencer. As of right now, though, I do understand why he still hasn't peaked yet. He hasn't like had a downfall or anything like these other people we mentioned. He's definitely seemed to be on top of things, definitely making sure that doesn't happen. But if by any chance it does, at least I can say I predicted it. But he's definitely doing a much better job than a lot of other YouTubers have. With that being said, that was just kind of an interesting thing I wanted to talk about. And if there's any YouTubers I missed, let me know in the comments below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one.